Chris, I had a question. You know, with Fozzy, you got that new single Judas that's closing in on 6 million plays on YouTube, and you just finished this tour. Are there any kind of standout moments or memories from the recently finished tour?
I think just the big difference of like this song, like you said, being such a huge hit right out of the gate. Like when you have a hit song, it changes the vibe of everything. And I think probably the best one is we played Download, which is the biggest festival in England a couple weeks ago.
Sure.
And we were on the main stage, right? But we were on the main stage opening it up. So it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. It's like being the opening match at WrestleMania where who's going to be there? I mean, is anyone going to show up at 11 a.m.? But when we walked on the stage, there was 40,000 people there. That's a legit number at 11 a.m. They'd come to see us. And then when we started playing Judas, you can hear everybody singing it. And that's where you really have, like, that's a really cool feeling. It's like a song they've known for 20 years or something, but it's only been out for a month and a half. So to get that connection was really cool. And then the other
now,
day,
let me ask you a question, Chris. So now, as far as getting musical content out there, okay, is it important for you to have that song on the radio, or is it on the radio?
No, it still is important. Rock radio still is important. It does have a lot of weight and a lot of merit, and the record companies are really behind that, trying to get into the top. First, they want to get into the top 50, and then you get the top 40. That's huge. And then if you can start going into 20 and 10, and maybe even hit number 1, that's still a huge, huge deal. Even though rock radio isn't as prevalent as it was back in the day. There's no rock radio station in Los Angeles, for example. There's no rock radio station in San Francisco.
In Los Angeles? In LA?
Not an active rock station, which is insane. New York City as well, dude. So now when you're talking about the rock stations like Janesville, Wisconsin, we got added in Janesville, and that's a huge deal. We got added in Vegas, that's a huge deal. We got added in Green Bay. Those are the markets that means as much as it used to, because there is nowhere to get added in Los Angeles or some of those other bigger cities, which is really crazy. But that's kind of the world we live in now. And it still really is based around radio and satellite radio as well, like XM Sirius. There's a channel called Octane. If you can get to number 1 on Octane, that's a huge deal to getting you number 1 in other areas. So it's still a big game, man. It really is. It's a numbers game. It's show business, and it's just as strange as wrestling is in a lot of ways, and just as effed up as well in a lot of ways too.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you this too, Chris. Vegas is like probably the rock capital of the world. Because if you lived here, bro, every single week it just seems like there's like an old school rock band that you can go see play somewhere. You know, like multiple times. Yeah, old end news. It's unbelievable. It's like it's like the number 1 rock spot. Like Madden's like the old school rock fan and stuff. And bro, he comes out here probably 5-6 times a year just to see concerts and stuff. You know.
True. When I set you up with your WrestleMania gig, which you bragged about having the WrestleMania gig, but didn't say who got it for you. That was me, Konnan, when he did that WrestleMania gig.
He ain't afraid to ask and then never give back any. But did you hear Booker T bury him on SmackDown though? Or
I buried him on SmackDown.
Who did?
Booker T. Was it on the pay-per-view or was it on SmackDown?
Yeah, he buries my character. I mean, I don't care if he buries. He's burying me.
I think he's burying you.
Yeah. I thought that's how I took it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. But when you got that gig for WrestleMania, my friend who set that up, he goes to a concert every night because Vegas is that type of place. So but you're welcome for that. Would you get paid for that, bud? A couple $100 and a bag of peanuts, or what they give you?
They give me free drinks, and your buddy piggybacked on the drinks too. By the way, so no big deal on that. I forgot what I got. Did I get like $500-600 or something like that? That was worth it. Just go watch WrestleMania, and blog on Twitter. Thank you.
You still owe me 10%. So there you go.
Time out. You were okay. Let's not forget the fact that I made the initial introduction, to you and your wife, and you repaid me by referring to me as a quote-unquote dweeb in one of your books. Okay, can you explain that?
That's tremendous.
Can you explain that? It is true.
I told Jericho once, bro, please send me an autograph thing of your book, and he goes, go and buy it. Okay. He's awesome.
Well, look at this. I gotta get a book. That costs $28. Then I gotta put it in a package and send it to San Diego. That's gonna cost at least $10-15.
Bro, you had my name in it.
$50, man.
You had my name in it. I might have helped sell some books. So
rank these in order. Chris, rank these in order. Okay, that gives you the biggest rush. Number 1. Okay, these 3 things. Okay, the pop that you get in the finish of a good match, okay? The pop you get from the crowd when you're playing a song, or the rush you get when the numbers come in when you've written a book and you're selling it and there's good response from it.
I mean, all those things are cool, man. I think the biggest thing, and obviously when you're performing in front of a live audience, that's the best response. So you get the instant gratification. That's why we all still do it. You know, in one way or another, that's why we all still are involved, because you love that instant gratification. It's the reason why The Rock comes back every once in a while, because there's nothing like it. I think when you spend a lot of time making a record or writing a book, and you're talking months and months, 6 months, maybe even a year in some cases, when you see the numbers come in, that's a pretty cool feeling as well. Like checking the numbers on your show. I got a number today for you, Konnan, that I actually texted Rich Borner back and said, "Is this legit?" Because there's a number, if it's legit. It was actually funny, the show where Ted Irvin was on, that was through the roof in 1 week. And I'm like, that it might be, I hope it's not a spelling mistake, but hey, Ted Irvin draws, man. When you get those numbers and see
the Irving takeover, yes.
Bro, there you go, the Irvin takeover day.
Chris, did you pop at the clips we put?
That's why I came up with the idea for having him on, because you guys are always playing those clips of him getting the crap kicked out of him by Larry Robinson or Bobby Orr. That's why I called Carlos up and I was like, dude, why don't you just get Ted Irvin on? He'll tell you all those stories. He's got no shame. He'll say, oh yeah, Larry Robinson knocked me the fuck out, man. Yeah. What are you gonna do? But so yeah, like I'm saying, when you see those numbers, and congratulations to you guys. I know it's been a year, and honestly, your show is my favorite show to listen to every week. It's like I just love the mix and ball busting, and when you guys get legit hot at each other, and how much of a pussy KG is sometimes. I love that. It's fun to listen to, man.
I have my upside though.
All that stuff. Dude, it's fun. You will turn if you go, hey, the sky is blue, and I say, no, KG, the sky is black. You'll go, oh yeah, the sky is black. And that's just how it is. You get that, which is fine. But it's a very entertaining show. You guys put together a great lineup, and congratulations. It's hard to believe it's been a year already, but well deserved. And you guys are still at the top of the ladder when it comes to the numbers that I have for the Jericho Network, big league numbers. So you guys should be very, very proud of yourselves. And I know it's not easy sometimes, but as far as a great show that's getting over huge, you guys should be very happy about that.
Yeah, I just want to say one more time, thank you for believing in us. And yeah, we have a crazy chemistry, and sometimes we even take it on Twitter, and people engage there for the whole week. So, the thing is just entertain the people, and that's really what it's all about. And also and one last thing I want to say, but to me specifically, and I know Disco feels this way too, as long as we've been friends, it's been 25 years, and when you and me used to walk down the halls of Hotel Madrid, to where we are now, you know what I'm saying? It's been a crazy ride, and this, it's just been great that we're all still working together. So I appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
I want to tell you one more thing. We had a show in Mexico City back in December, and it was one of those ones where we flew in the night before after a show, and I was like, I wonder where the Plaza Madrid is. And so I asked the guy, actually, no, I didn't even. Here's another difference. I just GPS Plaza Madrid, and I swear to God, dude, it was literally 600 feet from my hotel. I don't remember what hotel I was in, but it was just, I walked down that Plaza Reforma, and I was right there, and I went inside the Plaza Madrid for the first time since 1995. And for you guys for Disco, this is the place where Konnan and me and Black Magic and Art Barr, Eddie Guerrero, Miguel Perez, all the boys, Michael Zansky, all the boys used to live there. And, a lot of them aren't with us anymore. So I went and sat in that restaurant, and I took a ride up to see some of those corner rooms like the one that Art had. Just to go back there and be in that room was like a time machine, bro. It was unbelievable just to see how far we had come from that, and just to be back in there. It was unbelievable. And it just, you remember where you started. And it's like you said, it's good to still be in touch, still good to be working together and remember all those days, and to still have a smile on your face for the guys that aren't with us anymore. And, so anyways, I appreciate it, man. It's good to be working with you guys. You guys do a great job, so keep it up.
No, those type of things are very humbling. And then just like when I go to Tijuana, and I remember like that's where I just did a show last week, and I was like, this is like where I started. This is like where Ray started. This was the first time I ever wrestled, was right here, and it just brings back so many memories. But what are you doing now? Can you talk about anything that you're doing now? Because the other day you were like in the middle of nowhere, like looked like you were on Mars or something.
Yeah, I was actually doing a show for the Travel Channel where we were searching for the lost treasure of Butch Cassidy. So that's pretty cool, getting to do some cool stuff like that. But actually, I was just at the airport. I got one more question, though, Konnan. I went to Vegas a couple months ago to visit Disco. I went to Sapphires, called the number, took a limousine there, and I went and talked to him for a couple minutes. And then he said, "Excuse me for 1 second." He said, "Can I get a guy to the front from back reception, please?" A couple minutes later, they took me out the door. So I don't really know what happened there, but I never got a chance to say goodbye to Disco. But it was nice hanging out with you. I'm not sure. Maybe they thought I was somebody else.
Did you start with the compliment question?
I did not, and that's even my problem. He did give me the vanilla whipped cream chocolate chip hand job, though, and it was exquisite.
There you go.
Okay, this is all fake news.
See,
and he kissed my transgender friend on the side of the cheek, which was nice as well.
Hugs and kisses are back on the table for transgenders. Yeah, that is correct.
Well, this is very disrespectful.
That is very true
This
news.
is very disrespectful.
Chris,
all
man.
right, fellas, congratulations, man. I'm happy to come and talk to you guys anytime, guys. So appreciate it.
I love you, my brother. Have
Take
fun
care.
in Japan.
Love you too, man.
All right. Be
Love
cool.
you, man.
Have a good trip, brother.
KG, quit being such a pussy, brother. Come on, man. Stand up to that Cyrus. He's pulling you. Come on, man.